Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Anyone But You. This is a film from 2023, rated R with a runtime of an hour and 43 minutes. As of the recording of this video, we have a Rotten Tomatoes score of 53%, audience score of 87%. And in this edgy comedy, Anyone But You, Bea and Ben look like a perfect couple. But after an amazing first date, something happens that turns their fiery hot attraction ice cold until they find themselves unexpectedly thrust together at a destination wedding in Australia. So they do what any two mature adults will do and pretend to be a couple. This film is directed by Will Gluck, written by Ilana Wilpert and Will Gluck, and it stars Sydney Sweeney as Bea and Glen Powell as Ben. Um, and you know what? I had a really good time with this film, actually. I thought it was very entertaining. Everyone in this film is like very good looking. And overall, like it's a fun, raunchy rom-com that keeps you entertained. It never overstays its welcome. And I think that it has a lot of really funny bits, some really cool locations. It's not perfect. I think some of the dialogue and some of the performances can come off a little unnatural at some points, but overall, like it was still pretty good. I really think that Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney have pretty good chemistry of like this like they you can really feel like they both very much dislike each other throughout most of the film, and that really builds up the payoff of like, oh, they kind of finally end up being together. Now this is a loose adaptation of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, and the film definitely lets you know that at multiple points. There's Easter eggs for like Shakespeare stuff where they'll have like a quote, and then they'll have like a little banner with stuff like that. So yeah, it definitely does not hide its inspiration. Um, the supporting cast I thought was great. They really add a whole extra layer to the film. They add to the humorous situations, whether it's like, and I think, having this set up in a wedding, which it's already a high stakes situation, specifically for the people involved, having everyone have some kind of relation prior to the film, like they all kind of know each other in tangential ways. So that's really interesting. Um, One great thing that I thought was like all the parents here. There's a couple that are getting married, and both sets of parents are perfectly cast. They're really fun. Like I said, the locations in Australia are really cool to see on the screen as well. And yeah, overall, I really like enjoyed most of the bits. I feel like this movie is going to be pretty rewatchable. There's some real, like I said, raunchy bits for sure. There's some things where they maybe push the envelope a little bit with like when it comes to maybe some nudity and stuff like that. But it's all still within the narrative it makes sense in the story that you're trying to tell. The end has a really nice, not so much of a blooper reel, but just kind of like these little nice outtakes from the cast, and you can kind of see how it feels like everyone's having a good time, and that kind of translates over to the performances. Um, and it's also fun when they kind of poke little nods at rom-com tropes that are maybe overdone or oversaturated in movies like this, and they kind of try to take the piss out of them a little bit. So that's really fun as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a good time, this is not like this movie won't change your life, but I think that it's just very well executed. Like I said, the cast works really well for me. I think they're very charismatic. Like I said, they're very good looking. So it's just overall a very enjoyable experience. And I wish that studios would do more stuff like this. Like we got No Hard Feelings and Joyride last year, which are both kind of these raunchy comedies. Not both of them are maybe less rom-commy than this, but still, like this is still a very fun type of movie. I can't imagine that this was had a super big budget, but I think that people are kind of looking for stuff to be a little bit different and out of the norm. So overall, like I said, I really enjoyed this. So if you have seen this film, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite bit was, because this one definitely has a whole bunch of them. I'm partial myself to the whole Titanic sequence, and I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get too much into spoilers. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.